have you adapted to MLS?
I think I have adapted really well. I had a little bit of a rough start. Firstly, waiting a long time for my visa before I could play, and also my work permit. Then I had a little injury, but since then I have been playing a lot of games in a row now, and I think 16 or 17 almost games in a row now. So it's great, and the team is getting better and better every game. So I really hope that we can still improve because we still have a lot of things we're going to be better at. But at the moment, I feel really comfortable in the team, and I'm trying to do my best. Yeah.
Along with that, how has it been a learning experience facing two Liga MX teams and then going back to MLS, taking those experiences from League Cup to the league and potentially the Open Cup as well?
I think the new kind of tournament, League Cup, is great to see the level of the Mexican teams against the American team, which has been, I think, so far a success. And for me personally, it's been nice to see how the Mexican teams play a bit more dynamic, a bit more aggressive in the sense of how their playing style is. And we have done really, really well against those two teams that we've played. Even though we go to PKs, it's always 50-50. But if you look at the games, it's been good. And now we're going to face an MLS team, which is also something that we are ready for everything, obviously. And Charlotte is a good team that we need to have respect for. But we believe we can do it at home.
And how have you and the team recovered quickly with such little time to rest, preparation? If you guys were advanced, possibility you guys play Friday or Saturday. Talk to me about that.
I think it's just nice that we have games. Personally, I love playing a lot of games. The last 4 or 5 seasons, I've played maybe 41 or 42 games in a season. So this is just adding up to that kind of norm that has been. And if you want to be the best team, you also want to play a lot of games. So in that sense, it's just something that we need to get used to. And I would say that we do well, we recover well, and we train a little bit less, which is okay for me. Then we play more games, which is something I'm a fan of.
Anything else in the room here?
You've gotten a lot of headers. How does it feel to have Hector, free kicks or corners?
No, it's great. We just missed the last bit of quality on the service. Like, he has an amazing pass, and sometimes it's just about having the right runs, and we're training that when we have time out there. So it's good, but we need to improve because we need to score more goals on set pieces. So hopefully we can get that tomorrow.
Okay, we'll go ahead and transition over to questions on Zoom. Again, if you have a question, please click the raise your hand button and I'll put you in. We'll begin with John Lupo.
Thank you. Erik, it seems to me, as you said, there are a couple of things that you can work on, but it seems that defensively, you seem like that you're pretty sharp in the sense that you're not allowing a lot of goals. You're doing well in these penalty shootouts, but offensively, like you said, maybe a little more quality in the final third. We know how strong your midfield is. Do you feel like maybe more sharp passing, more playing out wide, sending in some better crosses, and then just having the players on the end of that being in the right positions? Do you feel like that those are some of the improvements that you can make that will lead to more goals?
Yeah, I agree 100% that it's always within a period of games you have kind of then the offensive is working really well, then the defensive is working really well. Now we need to combine those two things where we have been as a team, all 11 has been working really hard to see if we can minimize the chances against, which is a good thing. That's just the first step towards winning games, or at least being very difficult to defeat. And now the offensive part starts to be a very important key, because I think we progress really well from our build up towards the midfield and then towards the last third of the field. We need to be even more kind of killer instinct, where we need to get that final pass in and take the right decision. And it's about concentration. It's about having the right kind of momentum in that sense, and just being calm and composed. And sometimes we have been a little bit too stressful in those critical moments where we actually can get goals and we can finish the games fairly. But again, it takes time sometimes, and I think we have the right players. I think we have the right dynamic, but we just need that kind of confident booster to get that goal on the first chance we get, and then we score instead of waiting 4 or 5 chances, and then it gets a bit too nervy in the end of the game where it can go both ways. But I think we have some patterns that we're working on, and we see them more and more in the games. We just need to score the goal.
Okay, we'll go next to Dustin Richardson. Dustin, go ahead, please.
Hey, Erik.
Right there.
Hey, I asked Ben this, but your perspective as a player and a leader on the team, you guys are in the semifinals of the Open Cup. Here you are in the Leagues Cup advancing. What's the mentality of you guys just in these elimination type games that's helping you do so well?
Yeah, I think it's the hunger in some way to succeed and be in the top. You wanna play against the best teams. So knowing that when you go into the game that this is a chance of winning a trophy, I think that is very key to our group right now. That the last couple of seasons, Houston Dynamo haven't performed that well and haven't gotten into the place that they want to, and the mentality has to be, and that is what it is right now. That listen, this is a chance for winning a trophy. This is the chance to be remembered as those players who did it, and that is what we're playing for at the moment. I know that there's some games still left to win a trophy, but I think that's key to us as a group.
Okay, are there any additional questions on Zoom? I'll give it just a second. All right, not seeing Erik. Guys, that